You are now watching a Lucky Penny Shop product feature. Hey, it's Lucky Penny Shop, and I am on a slime factory. This is from Spin Master Toys, and it looks like I get to make some magnetic slime and some glow-in-the-dark slime. Wonderology. Discover something new, which I do want to do. Ages 8+. Now this side is just in another language. Same with this side panel. So this is the panel I can read a little bit to you and show you the parts. See, there's a little picture there with the parts. And then it says, did you know? Slime is made up of molecules strung together in chains called polymers. Your own DNA is a natural occurring polymer. And this is everything in the kit. So of course, look at that, nice and colorful. I need to get it all out of the box and check it out, so let's do that next. Here's everything that was in the box. So I've got all my chemicals and stuff here, and then the pieces over here. I know for sure my Petri dish goes there. So let me move these out of the way and bring in some of these chemicals here. So we have sodium tetraborate liquid, and then I'll move them out of the way here. We have a color change pigment from red to clear. Ooh. And then green dye. It's a little tube of dye. And then the zinc sulfide, which is your glow in the dark. I don't think you'll be able to see it, but this is glowing in the dark. And then magnetite powder, so that's for the magnet stuff. And a bunch of packs of this guar gum powder, which is what we're going to use for our slime. And then let's take a look at this here. And let's get set up. So the first one is the smallest one. They show it here on the instructions. And that one has the little clip on the end. And then it holds this tool. Let's see. Okay, so that goes on this side. That's snapped in. And then they show this one here going into the middle one. So that's the medium one. So we get this, and this. Let me just get them both set. Okay, and then this will be the big one here, the one that's left. And they show the big one. Okay, see how that kind of moves around? So you've got control. They show the biggest one here. Let's see. No, that can't be it. They show the big one here, but I think the big one goes here. Let me take a look at the box real quick. Yeah, see, the box shows the big one in the middle. The tallest one in the middle. I think the instructions have it reversed. Interesting. So if you're wondering about that too, and you have the same set, just switch these around. So this should snap in here. Yeah, because it wouldn't snap in there. And this one snaps in here. There. That's the way it's supposed to be. And then the rest is really just the instructions on the back. So I will need to get some things, like water, I'm sure. Let's see. Water, yes. So when I come back, I'll have the water out and we'll start experimenting. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. These are the things I will need for experiment number 1, making regular slime. It says pour water to the fill line. Now, I don't know if you could see the fill line. Maybe if I do that, you could see that the line is right about here. Let me move that closer. Oh, can you see the fill line? Now you can see it. That's the fill line. And then the other one has a fill line also, which is further down here. So now they want you to pour water up to the fill line on the large test tube. All right, let me get my tool out. Okay, here we go. I'm going higher just for the dramatic effect. Okay, then empty 1 packet of guar gum powder and stir thoroughly until it thickens. 1 packet of guar gum powder. All right, Mr. Guar gum powder. Little hard to open bags. Well, we can solve that just by doing that. There you go. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Guar gum powder. It's like a very fine, almost yellowish looking powder. So 1 bag. There you go. Empty one packet, okay, and stir thoroughly until it thickens. So let's get this going here. We'll just do it right here like this. There, I think we got it all out. Okay, don't see any lumps. Let's take a top-down look though so you can see inside, and I can also see inside. It's kind of far away from me here. Okay, so it is starting to thicken. See that? It's not coming up. Let me get my towel here. I'll just scoop it up with my spoon side so you can kind of see that it is starting to thicken. Okay. Then it says, well, maybe I'll mix that a little bit more. I see a lump right there. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's nice and mixed. Goes in the glass bowl. Pour the STP solution up to the fill line in the small test tube. All right. So here we go. I'm just going to remove the plastic. Now it doesn't say scoop. I think it would be easier to scoop, but now my scooper is dirty. It says pour. Is it liquid? Wait. Yes, it's liquid. Just trying to get the top off. Those little pull tabs are hard to do. Alright, since it is a chemical, I am not going to use my teeth. I know sometimes on bottles you use your teeth, but I don't want to do that. Wow, that is really hard to remove. Okay, so up to the fill line. Let's change our perspective here now. So you can see me do that right up to the line, I hope. The line I see is right there. Okay. Now, add the STP solution to the large test tube and stir. The slime will become more elastic. Okay, so right now, it's kind of got like a mushiness to it, not an elasticity to it. So we'll just do one more quick check here. All right. So now you see it's kind of liquidy, not as elasticity to it. So let me take this out and stir this in. Okay, yeah, now it's starting to get this almost jello-like gelatinous feel to it. All right. So now the rest of it's in there. And then it says play with your slime. So add more STB solution as desired. Add a few drops of liquid dye as desired and stir. Oh, it says I could put color in there, so let's do that. Hopefully this doesn't change the color of my hands. A few drops. And we'll mix this up again. 1, 2, 3. It's definitely changing. Hear that squishy sound? There we go. So let's pour it in our Petri dish and play with it down there a little bit. I will have to clean up between experiments, so I will do that next. Here we go. I'll just pour from here. Ooh, look at that. That was the lump I was talking about. Remember that lump I said was in there? There it is. Let's see now. It let's do this. Let's take this off of this so I can keep the base clean. Move everything out of the way. And now check this out. Ooh, look at that. So most of the STB liquid is gone now. So it's just... Does have a green hue to it. Definitely looks like a slime. Here, let me move some to another jar here just so we can kind of see the sliminess. Does it squish good? Squishes good. Feels like slime. Just leaving a slimy coating on my hand. Alright, I'd say that one's pretty cool. You get that lump. See that lump? It's gone now. And that other lump. Okay, so those are garbage. Alright, think too, sometimes when this sits, it gets even cooler. So let me do this. Let me go make the next slime with you here. I'll clean this up, come back, and we'll make slime number 2. And at the end, I'll play with all 3 of them, right? We'll do all 3. The glow-in-the-dark and the magnetic one. I'll be right back. All right, so the second experiment, oh, by the way, there's some nice little text there for each experiment. It says, though slime seems out of this world, it's actually from right here on Earth. Guar gum, the powder you mixed with water, comes from a guar plant. The seeds of the guar bean are stuffed full of a group of chemicals called polymers. Polymers attach to one another and create chains of atoms that turn into super long molecules. But what's great about these polymers is that they are also hydrophilic, meaning they soak up water. And when they do, they get super gooey and slimy and make for great slime factory fun. Nice. So the next one now, it says, glow-in-the-dark slime, repeat steps 1 through 4. Okay, I could do that, but let's read it now. It says, whoa, your slime glows, but how? When you added the zinc sulfide, you probably didn't know that it's phosphorescent, and that's just a fancy word that says electrons keep on partying even after the lights go out. When you shine light on something that's phosphorescent, its electrons get excited and start to move rapidly. After a little while, they slow back to their normal speed and give off visible light, so even after you've turned out the lights, your slime will continue to glow. So repeat steps 1 through 4. That's simple enough. Pour water to the line. Ooh, it's sliding down. See that? The weight. Okay. And I have this out of the other plastic already. And my mixer tool. I'm just going to leave the camera like this because I've shown you some close-up already. Maybe I'll adjust it on the last one. Okay, mix it till it gets goopy. Okay, and then do this up to the fill line, remember that? A little bit lower than the line. Okay. Always cap up your chemicals before you set them down so you don't accidentally spill them. I can do this though. I should be able to zoom in a little bit on just the test tube. There you go. Okay. So once you're done, then it says put it in your Petri dish. Now, no coloring this time. Okay, here we go. So like I did last time, I'm going to pull this away here. And then pour it in there. Here we go. Can't wait. Ooh, look at that one. Cool. Put that back up there. Then it says, snip the corner of the bag, empty the contents into your slime, stir thoroughly. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hold your slime up to a bright light for 20 seconds. Let me keep mixing this. Get back in there. It definitely changed the consistency of it. I just want to get my hands in there. Look at that. Okay, so hold to a bright light. Let me get in one of my bowls. I like them because they're a little taller. All right, starting to look more consistent now. Get in there. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up to a bright light. So I got to do that next. Actually, I'm just going to set it in the sun for a little bit. I'll come back and we'll check it out in the dark. All right, there you go. It is glowing pretty good. Now, if I hit it with light, you will see it gets a nice glow to it. Look at that. Beautiful. Let me touch it. So now I have glowing slime. I've got regular slime, glowing slime. And the last slime would be the magnetic slime. So let's do that one next, and then we'll, play with all three. Be right back. All right, here we go. Slime number 3. I'm going to follow the same steps. Now, this is experimenting. So if you want to experiment, add less water, maybe add less of the sodium here, you would get different results. So I'm kind of sticking to the plan only because I'm sticking to the plan. I want to see what it does. But there's plenty of extra guar gum for you to experiment with. I mean, what I could do is use half of the liquid on this, of the sodium, and see how slimier it is, because if I pick one of these up, it's now not as much slimy as it is, like a other kind of slime. Not like the barrel slime, but a regular slime. It's not as liquidy, that's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so you mix that till it thickens up. Pretty good. So let's do that. So let's put in half the liquid now. And I could add it later once I see what it does. Okay, a little bit more. So now you want to add this to this, mix it up, put it in your petri dish, and then mix in the magnetite powder. Ooh, doo-doo-doo-doo. Okay, I think it's playtime. I'll leave it on the base. It seems to be okay. Here, I will set it like this, see if it holds it. There. See if it drips down. Alright, so this, oh, it's kind of cool. You bring it to the end of the bag and it's sort of hard. Alright, here we go. So, what does it say? Anything in particular? Let's see how it works. Your slime loves magnets. It's probably because of the magnetite power you mixed in with it. What makes magnetite unique is that it's ferromagnetic, meaning that it's attracted to magnets. So once it's been mixed into your slime, the slime itself is now ferromagnetic and can't wait to play with magnets. Ooh. Let me just zoom in to the mixing of the magnet powder here. Ooh, do you see the drip? All right, here we go. Right there. That's better. It's still dripping from the top. It's now turning a nice shade of gray. Does it look like you want to play with it? It sure does. Alright, so that's the last of it. There, it's easier to hold the dish and mix. It's still dripping from the top. What a fun kit. Ooh, I got magnet powder on my countertop. All right. I'll move that to another bowl, just because it's easier for me to handle in that. Scrape it all out. Get all my magnet powder there. Alright, I'm going to use my fingers on this just to get as much as I can out. And I'll have to come back and get my magnets. I didn't grab any. I want to get this mixed and made. So it's definitely slimier than the other two. So you see the difference now? Now the other one, after it's set, it did thicken up. So I want this one to be a little bit thicker, I think. So let me replace the missing amount. And remember, it said I could add more, so maybe I'm going to do that. I think I want this one just a little bit thicker. My tube is dripping now. There, so now I have even more. Here we go. Let me flip that one over now. So I gotta let this one settle now like the other ones. It's pretty cool though. I mean, I'm getting some on my fingers. I'll have to scrape that off. Alright, so let me let that one catch up to the other two. I'll come back with some magnets. I'll bring out my board here so I can play on it. Keep my top clean. And we'll see what we can do with these. Pretty cool. I'll be right back. Okay, well, I forgot about this, the color changing pigment. Now, there's nothing in the instructions on how to use this. Now, you see it on the box. It's like an add-on later. They put a little sticker onto the outside of the box saying you are getting it. But I didn't really see how to use it. It doesn't look like much, so I'm just going to assume that's it. I'm going to follow the same principles again. Yeah, I know, I thought I was done, but... And I still have a couple extra packets to experiment with, so I might just do that. I don't know. We're here. We're hanging out together on the video. Let's just cut this off and mix one more batch. What could it hurt at this point? I'll just do it the same way. Okay. Now there isn't much of that left. Let's put this in here. Now it did say on this that if you have allergies, be careful with it. May cause allergic type reactions. So definitely the whole thing is adult supervision. It's for ages 8+. Remember that. Alright, let's stick this in here. It's so cool when it slimes out, isn't it? I like it. Alright, now I could just put a couple drops in. I'm not going to leave that one upside down. But it doesn't look like there's much in the bottle. So my guess is just to put it all in. If I can get in the plastic. Here we go. Okay, it did get shaken up a little. You want to see that up close? All right. Good idea. That's almost all of it, so I'm putting it all in. I'm going all in on this one. So now I have 4 to play with. So it changes by touch, huh? We'll see. I gotta let this one settle now. They've all settled over onto the side. See how it starts to collect and work up? The other ones are all evenly mixed now because they've settled. So let's move it to its new home. Alright, now I've washed everything between mixes. Pull out some of these lumps. I had a few extra lumps in this one. I think that's it. Let me let this one settle. I think I need to put it in the cold and do stuff like that. So I will. This one's looking nice. It's mixed well. Of course, the more you play with it, the better it'll mix. Oh, there's another little piece. Let me get that little piece out of there. This one's sticky. All right, when I come back, I will then have all 4. We'll take a look at each one, maybe do a few experiments with some magnets and some lights, and then some temperature. So I'll be right back. All right, well, you know, I thought I've got 2 packets left. I might as well use them up. Some of this and this while I play with that so this can settle. So I'm just going to do 2 in a bowl. So this is breakaway experimentation now. 1. 2. And then I'm just going to put my food coloring in now. And I am going to put all of it in. Ooh, the top broke off. That was cool. Let's get my little spoon. That should not have happened. 2 packets of this. And mix. Okay. Then it'll start to thicken. Let me get a towel. Clean up my environment here. I got it everywhere. That's going to be some nice green looking slime. And you can see it's starting to thicken up. Here, I'll zoom in now. Okay, and then I'll pour the rest of what I have of the... Oh, I don't want to touch that. Come on, here we go. Get out, get out. I'll put the rest of what I have of this in. Which was probably enough for 1 bag. I know it looks like green jello, doesn't it? It's like I'm mixing up some eggs. Oh, it's changing pretty good. All right, we're going to let this one settle. I'll probably take some breaks here and there, but I think I want to get a slime out, take a look at it. I don't want to touch this one just yet. It's very green. There you go, buddy. So let's zoom back out. All right, so slime number 1 was just a regular green tinted slime. This one. So you want to see what the consistency is? All right. I like that floppy sound. Oh, it's a nice slime. Looks like it'll rip. Okay, it's not a slime that will stretch like a putty type of slime. Let me squish it a little. Okay, not too much there. Looks like it's staying pretty clean on my hands, isn't it? Even after I squished it. Now it's breaking apart. Ooh, sorry. Excuse me. Pretty cool. So that is the regular one. That one just had a few drops of the green, okay? It looks like it's cleaning up pretty good on my countertop there. I got my cutting board here, the glass one. Okay. Then the next one was the glow in the dark. Alright, so if you have sensitivity to light, I'm going to go to the dark now and bring in some of my light. So if you're sensitive to that, I might even have a flashing light or two, then skip ahead. I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. Now check it out. Camera might go in and out of focus here and there. And then here is my black light on it. Ooh. So that, actually that's my red pointer light. Let me do the black light and see if that has an effect on it. Okay, it does. Make a little squiggly. Can you see the squiggly? How about a nice happy face. We'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Well, not really. Now I have a light here which I've never used, and it is green. So that might add a little green effect to it here. Now it's glowing under my hand. Little bright. And then just a regular little flashlight I have here, but it's a little more focused than the other one. I'm going to say the glowing principles are pretty cool and they work good. Okay, camera got out of focus there. Hold on a second. This will help it. You could do it, camera. There you go. Alright, so far, first slime, second slime. Which is your favorite? Look at that glowing light. Alright, so the last one I need to play with, not the last one, the next one is the magnet one. So let's do that one next. Alright, here's the one we're probably all most curious about. It's the magnetic one. So I brought in one of my strongest magnets. And let me just let it plop out. Come on, plop. There you go. Let's see. I don't know if it's much magnet. I guess it is. Yeah, it definitely pulls on it. Okay, so let's see if we can isolate some here. It's very sporadic in here. You know what I mean? It's not really super thick. But if we get maybe a tiny piece, let's see if it has. Oh, it does. It jumped to it. Come here, slime. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yeah, it's moving. And it wants to attach itself. Let's just see if it will encase itself. So it's not like the magnetic putties that we've seen, but it still works. I think 2 or 3 times as much of the flakes would be much better. Let's see if we can really get in there now. I could show you from the side here. Let me move these out of the way. That green looks very nice. Okay, so if we take a little piece, you could see the attraction to it. It's pulling. It's also taking the flakes out of it and putting it on the end of my magnet. Let's see if we can get a really thin piece here. It's definitely pulling. Let's stretch a really, really thin, small piece. All right, there's a small piece. Really thin too. Okay, there's not as much magnet in that, but ooh, look at that. Bloop, 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 bloop. Let's just roll it all up in there. So I guess I'll say I would just double up the amount of metal shavings in there, or make half the amount of the slime, or less. So it's just jam-packed with the metal components. Look at that. It's a little tiny piece. That's what I wanted, just a little tiny, stretchy. Come on. Come on, little fella. Yes, I know. You want to break away from your group. You could do it. Come on. There you go. I know he wants to break away. Oh, there he is. Can you see him? He's so tiny. Look at him. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. Whoa! Don't jump out. And I got them both moving. Oop, there's a third one back there. It's like a snake. It's like biting it. It's quick. It's like they're attacking it. Woo! Ooh, there's a nice little grouping here. Look that way. No, look that way. No, look that way. No, look that way. That way, that way, that way, that way. Very good, little guys. Sorry for clearing my throat there. Well, I'm going to say it's pretty awesome. You just got to spend some time with it. I have to move on to the next one. All right, let's do the next one here. Let's see. What do we want to do next? Let's put that one back in its home. Okay, so the color changing one, right? We did the first one, so this is supposedly color changing. So let me take half. You stay there. I guess I have to come back because I got to put half of this now in the cold. I'll put this in cold air and then come right back. All right, so this one was in the cold and it's like an icicle. So I don't see any change or comparison. This one, let me just let it sit in my hand and see. I'll flip it over. Yeah, I don't see any change. I just think it's too spaced out in here. Oh, it's freezing. So this one, let's just see if I put my hand on this one. I don't really see any change there either. I do like the color of it though, isn't that neat? So, not sure. Let me just hold this icy cold one in my hand. Leave that one there. See if anything changes color here. You know, maybe it's just got to be mixed up more. That could be too. Squishy. Alright, so let's leave that one. Let's pull in the last one, which I think is going to be the slimiest one. This one didn't have the exact same measurements. So now this is really slimy and gooey. And pretty. Look at it, it's leaving like a slime trace on my board. It's like a slug, you know. Here's my slime slug. Well, now I have thoroughly made a mess. I'd love to adjust my camera now. Well, here, I'll do it this way. Let me get you a different shot here. I used a towel over my hand. Now that, to me, is more like slime. See how it sticks? Goopy. It's attaching itself to me. Ah! Now it feels like it's part of me. I am now slime. Alright, I don't think I'm done. I think I need to clean this up, come back, and I think I want to mix a little bit of each and make one new slime with all the slimes together. So I will be right back. Okay, here we go. I thought everybody wants to see things mixed, and I do too. So I'm going to take half of each of my new slimes. One. There you go. Break it off. Two. Don't get too close now. 3. Now this one here, I already had the half. Remember that looks still nice and good. I'm going to leave out that last green one because it just doesn't have the same consistency of these little fellows. And they're working their way towards each other like, ooh, we're going to be playing in the park. Let's go play on the swings. Ooh, wait a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wait, you touched me. Don't touch me. Look at my little friends. They're like little gelatinous buddies now. Let me take that ring off. I know it's probably bothered some people when it clicks. Here we go. Look at that. Come on, fellas. Play nice. Stop falling apart, too. Such a nice squishy sound. Did you see that transformation under my hand? I probably should have stopped a little bit so you can observe it better. So now what do I have? Do I have glow-in-the-dark, color-changing magnetic slime? See, if I was going to do the whole kit again, I'd probably just make a little bit of the slime, half a pack, put in all the metal shavings, all the glow-in-the-dark, and all of the color changers, so it was really dense. Now what it looks like I'm getting is just this. Do you want to see it up close? Look at that. What would you call that? Name that color. I'm thinking of something, but I can't pinpoint it. It's almost like an insulation color or something like that. Yeah, you're probably all saying, put some of the green in there. Okay. Now's a good time to put some of the green in there. Not easy to break the green off. Here we go. He wants to be my friend now. Okay, there you go. Get off my hand. Let go. Release yourself. Ooh. Ooh. There, now you're not as sticky to me. There you go. Now you got some nice green striations in there. Pretty cool, huh? Ooh, look at that. The green is holding solid, and now, ooh, that looks like dirty slime. dirty slime. See what I'm saying? The green is still holding its sliminess for now. Ooh, that's cool. Let's clear out the bowls. I know it's crazy, all the bowls I have, and stopping and going and stopping and going. Cleaning and washing and stopping and cleaning. And now, sliminating. All right, well, I would say that's a pretty successful little kit. Lots you could do with it if you could find it. Check it out. And thanks for watching this very long video of me messing around with different kinds of slime. And if you want to see more videos like this, let's just say, if this is your first ever Lucky Penny Shop video, leave it in the comments so we can all welcome you to the channel. See, look at that, how nice it is now. There you are. Good boy. So leave that in the comments. We'd love to hear from you and say, hey, welcome to Lucky Penny Shop. And to those of you who've seen all 4,300 videos, we appreciate it. More than you could ever imagine. And if you want to see more videos, whether you're new or old to the channel, we always put links in the descriptions for you. And skip times, anything we can do to help you out, we do it there. And thanks for watching. Later. If you're looking for the item you just saw in the video, click here. Watch more videos by clicking here. Don't forget to share on social media and give a thumbs up.
Hey, LPS-Dave.
What's up, Butch?
Make sure they don't forget to subscribe.
Oh yeah, please click here to subscribe to Lucky Penny Shop. And always remember, when you see a lucky penny,
Pick it up.
thanks for watching.